Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It's a good thing the PS5 is about to release because my PS4 Pro controller is getting a little bit squirrely. You may be able to tell as I zoom in here. But never mind that, it is the year 2347 and the PlayStation Network is still at war with the Screk entity. We've captured some space. And we have a fleet up here in the northern part of the map. Our fleet is repairing. In the meantime, we've received a transmission that our deal to import exotic gases has run out. So we're going to go ahead and extend that deal. We don't really need this deal anymore. I'm going to go ahead and keep it going though with the cheapest option. And I decided to send my fleet over here to take care of some ancient mining drones. So we're going to do that. Shouldn't be a big problem.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
And we take care of them fairly easily. There's another, I guess, an ancient mining drone base over here we can destroy.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
And our admiral has gained the trickster trait, which sounds pretty good, or at least it doesn't sound bad.
Technological acquisition successful.
I'm going to send my fleet back over to where they were repairing. There's a wormhole in that area. The wormhole leads down to this system, which was controlled by the Screk entity, but now the Kelzen have taken it over. I'm going to go ahead and add some ships to my fleet. I've been running with 50 corvettes, but I'm going to add a destroyer and a cruiser and a battleship just for the hell of it. And then we'll go ahead and reinforce this fleet, and I'll just leave them up in that system with the wormhole until they are reinforced. There's some Screk entity space up here, but those are just planets we might bombard later on. I haven't made up my mind. Somebody has made peace with somebody, and it is the Derp Coalition, who was also at war with the Screk, but they have decided to call the whole thing off, so they're making peace. Meanwhile, you can see the Kelzen are doing very well down in the bottom part of the map. They are part of our Federation, so that's good for us. But in the meantime, I noticed these ships up here on the map, so I decided to take a look, and there are some decently sized pirate fleets up here. So we might have to deal with them eventually, but not right now. The number of idle drones on Earth continues to increase, and many of these unemployed units have been diverting their processing power towards deviant and unauthorized functions. This corruption is spreading rapidly, and the affected units are starting to form their own networks beyond the control of the core intelligence. To prevent this, a temporary solution could be to put all unemployed drones into standby mode and connect them directly into the core intelligence. This will drastically increase their maintenance costs, but it would give us time to create more jobs. We could also do nothing, but this would likely result in the continued proliferation of corrupted drone networks on Earth. So we have two options here. We could engage standby mode, which will give us a standby mode modifier for 120 months, and that will increase our unemployed drone energy credit upkeep by 2. So that's, not great. but that would help to give us time to create more jobs. The other option is to just ignore the whole thing and say a few corrupted drone units are irrelevant, and that will give us some extra deviancy, but would also create some corrupt drone jobs. I'm going to engage standby mode and then take a look at our planets here. I haven't really been spending too much time in these videos showing my planet management, but we definitely have some unemployment here on Earth with some of our menial drones. 12 of them are unemployed. We can't really build another building or another district, so looking at Alpha Centauri Prime, we also have a little bit of unemployment going on, not nearly as bad as Earth. But I'm going to go down here and add some maintenance depots, I think. Maintenance depots will give us 3 maintenance drone jobs and also a little bit of housing. So I built 1, and I think I'm going to go ahead and build 2 more. You can always tear these buildings down later and build something else if that's what you feel like doing. But for now, I will have 3 maintenance depots there. And then over on Gossamer Prime, we don't have any unemployment going on just yet. In fact, we have 2 empty jobs here for menial drones. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go back to Earth and I'm going to resettle a couple of those unemployed drones to Gossamer. So now we have 10 unemployed menial drones on Earth. And then we'll go back to Gossamer. We can upgrade our administrative array to a planetary processor. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and also build a maintenance depot here. Actually, 2 maintenance depots. Then over on Ryle Somat Prime, I think we also have no unemployment. Yeah, looking good. But let's go ahead and build a maintenance depot here. And another one. And then, what the hell, how about a mining district? Yes, that will give us some jobs as well. Then on Abdrade Prime, once again, there is no unemployment just yet. But we will build a maintenance depot. And a generator district. Then let's go back to Earth and resettle some more of our unemployed drones. I have 10 unemployed drones left on Earth, so I'm going to send 3 of them to one planet, 3 of them to another planet, and then 3 of them to a third planet. So first we will send 3 to Abdrade Prime. Then I guess we'll go to Ryle Somat Prime. And then 3 more to Gossamer, I think. And then we will have 1 unemployed drone left on Earth. So all that should help with our unemployment problem for the time being. But in the meantime, our fleet reinforcements are arriving. That's a battleship right there. And I could send my fleet to bombard a Skrek planet in the upper parts of the map, but I noticed that there were some Skrek ships and also a decently sized Skrek space station down this way. So I'm going to send my fleet through the wormhole all the way down there. 3 space whales entered the system as we were leaving, but they are not hostile, so we won't bother with them. And we'll go all the way down here. This system was controlled by the Skrek, but the Kelzen have taken it over, so let's see what we can do to help the war effort down this way. I have given my crew members the order to fire at will.
Technological acquisition successful. Hostile fleet assets engaged. Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected. Technological acquisition successful.
We lost a couple of corvettes, but we won the battle. But while that was going on, somebody declared war on somebody else, and it is the Sacred Cyrillan declaring war on the Skrek entity. The Skrek entity are a devouring swarm, and nobody likes them, and they are paying the price. But in the meantime, we have gotten another tradition point. We unlocked the synchronicity tree, so we're about to get started on that. We could improve the durability of our machine leaders. We could lower our upkeep costs, or we could give our maintenance depots 2 additional maintenance drone jobs. That sounds pretty good since we've been having unemployment trouble. So I'm going to do that.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
And then we are going to continue attacking the Skrek. Once again, we win the battle without too much of a problem. So I'm going to send my fleet back up this way. And I think I may go ahead and start bombarding some of the Skrek planets up here. But first we're going to repair and reinforce. But look at this. We may not have to bombard anybody because the Kelzen are doing it for us, apparently. We have gained control of a system. This is one of the systems that was in the northern part of the map, and I took it over essentially, but I did not bombard the planet, did not invade the planet, but the Kelzen have now done it for me. So that's a pretty good system, I would think. Let my Federation members do this for me. And look at this. It happened again. This time the Cyrillan did it for me. And we have gained administrative control over another system. So thank you to the Cyrillan. They're not even in our Federation, but they did us a solid right here. The Skrek are in bad shape. They're getting their devouring swarm asses kicked, but they still managed to make one tiny little fleet here, and somehow this ship made it to one of my systems here. I wasn't sure if my starbase would take care of this or what would happen actually, so I was just kind of watching to see what was going to happen here. And this is kind of strange because they're approaching a planet that they technically control. They've got some troop transports like they're planning to invade, but this planet is already theirs, so I don't know what they're doing here. My space station is apparently too far away to care what's going on over here. But it doesn't matter because the Cyrilan are approaching. And the Cyrilan are going to take care of this minor problem for me.
Alert. Station engaged.
So the Skrek are having a bad time. I suspected they would. They are a devouring swarm. Nobody likes them. And so consequently, once again, I got control of another system because of the Cyrilan. So thank you to the Cyrilan. Again, they are not in my federation, but they did us a favor right there.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
There's another
Technological acquisition successful.
diplomatic alert. This time it is the Derp Coalition declaring war on the Cloud. The Cloud and the Cyrilan are in a federation, so the Derp just declared war on both of them, really. That probably won't go well for the Derp. But never mind that, because the Star Nation, formerly known as the Skrek entity, has been destroyed. Our Federation, which is the PlayStation Network, the Kelzen, and the Serene Cannabinoids, have won the war. The Skrek have been wiped out, which is good news for the whole galaxy, really. Although they were a good distraction, so maybe I'll be sorry they're gone. But they have left some empty space. Hopefully we can grab at least some of it. And I think this is a good spot to end this video. Things are going well for our Federation. We'll pick it up here next time. And as always, thanks very much for watching.